Hey, greetings, everyone. Jeez, whoa, you can't even hear me. Okay, greetings, salutations. What up? Of course, I'm Dr. Mira Sankofa Kwali. Y'all can call me Dr. A. Y'all can call me Dr. Ash. Y'all can call me Dr. Mira. Please call me any of those things, but don't call me out my name. Please don't do that. That's not nice. Anywho, thank you so much. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Here at the Crystal Palace, you're certainly welcome to come in. Please take your shoes off. Please take your shoes off. And for those that may not understand what that exactly means, what that simply means is by taking off your shoes, all you're doing is just not bringing in all that negativity from your shoes, dragging in any negative energy, or just pretty much not bringing dirt into my house. Okay, welcome to the palace. And we don't want to bring anything into the palace, right? Now, come inside of the parlor. Here at the parlor, you can certainly go to our bar and you can get the wonderful drinks that you may enjoy, whether it's coffee, because that's what I'm sipping on right now, coffee and water. You can certainly get your coffee. You can get your water. I got spring and I got alkaline water, which is very, very, very good for you. Or you can have your samosas. You can certainly have that. And good morning, son. Good morning, Crystal. um, you can certainly have, I don't know, your margaritas. I don't really have, you can add your own fruits or whatever to your margarita. I really didn't stop by the grocery store. My husband didn't stop by the grocery store to get anything from Margarit's. He just told me to do what I gotta do, right? He said that, because you all are crystals and y'all shine and y'all can make it work, right? So certainly come in. We're going to the parlor. Here I got my good crystal. Please don't put any meat on there. Just says BOF. Bring your own food, okay? So, here I got vegetable trays and I got fruit trays. And if y'all, whatever else y'all want to bring in here. Now I got some new foods, vegan foods for y'all. So hopefully y'all will enjoy it. But I definitely would like y'all to, get a little bit of this and that. So before we get started here, again, greetings, son, and everybody who is in the bushes. Greetings, greetings. Okay, what I do want to say, again, I would like to thank everyone for certainly helping us get to the 1K. I'm certainly excited about that. And like I said, we're going to do a little celebration in getting there. And it does look like I am very, very close. So we are very, very close. So let's keep on pushing because we're going to have more goals to meet. We don't want to just stop at the 1K. We want to continue on. The next will be 2K, right? And we certainly want to get, just like we get that 2K, we want to not only get the 2K, but we also want to get those views up. We want to next meet that next milestone of another uh, 1,200 following on top of what we have. I mean, top of watch hours, not just the 4,000, but we want to go to the next level, which it would be 5,000 watch time hours. All right, we want to get to a month. Every month, we want to get to and aim for a new goal. And if we get over that goal, more celebrations will be coming. So certainly keep on shining. We're gonna keep on shining, shining, shining. As Beyonce said, shining, 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 shining. All of my crystals, shining, 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 shining. Oh, all of my crystals. Hey, what you wanna do? Yeah, what you okay, anyway, whatever. So thank you. Come on in, y'all. We're gonna begin. And of course, as y'all see, a little AJ made himself a little somebody sent this to me. I have no idea. Undisclosed person sent this. I don't know where they got this from, this particular picture, but it was sent to my text, my phone text at 502-208-9142. So that's the picture I got of AJ. Someone sent that to me, and he's a beautiful little kid. So he does make his special appearance. I didn't want to show too much of that child here on this channel, but hey, I think he's beautiful. Okay. However, you know, and being in a lot, being a mod for a lot of these beautiful sisters here on the reactions. And I love them. They are beautiful. Aren't they beautiful? Please give a shout out. Please give a what do we call that in the world? We call that hand clapping. So we definitely would like to honor. I believe in honoring people while they're alive. I don't believe in waiting till they pass away to show my love. So please give them this. So please give them actual standing ovation. It really, really makes sense. So let's show your love and giving them some honor here. All right. So thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. Okay. So because of that, I've been privileged to getting certain things here via 502 number. And not only that, one of the first couple people who introduced me to this particular triangle triad was Love, Lies, and Lace Front, as well as TMR. Okay, so I definitely, without further ado, I definitely would like to bring to the stage uh, Mrs. Mucker. Okay, so she has something to say, so I definitely want to play it. So give us a second here.
And disgusting. It's been crazy. For all y'all hating assholes that has so much to say about our unborn child, I pray that karma comes back and bites you in your ass twice as hard. Like no bullshit, because the way someone can go so fucking low on somebody you never met in your life. Never. And my child did not do anything to your stupid ass. And honestly, to the true supporters and subscribers, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry, but
All right, so that's what she had to say. This was what, last week sometime, and of course it gets worse. Here you got Mr. Mucker. He started calling out a couple of YouTubers by name, right, and a few people, and of course they responded back. And okay, sometimes when you say certain things, and he says some pretty egregious things about the other brother YouTuber, and he definitely did stand up for himself. So I mean, it is what it is. So that's basically what happened with that. So as you can pretty much full well tell, okay, so if you're not under a rock or if you've never heard of this particular couple, do note that. The Muckers is a family channel, and they have crossed a lot of bridges with a lot of different content creators. So it looks like in my humble opinion, allegedly, a couple swap. So they pretty much have couple swap with each other with different other YouTubers, two other ones, which I will certainly begin to start talking about as well. However, Love by Erica, and then the Crier family father, right? The bakery art or the patriarch or whatever. I forgot you. I can't think. It's flipping 5:23 in the morning. I mean, what y'all want me to be all on point? I mean, get off my back, okay? Okay. Anyway, so he is the person in charge of the family, his family. So, needless to say, um, I'm not gonna be on here really long, but I said, well, I couldn't sleep. Well, I did sleep earlier, and so I woke up from that sleeping. So I said, well, might as well get my hours in. This is gonna be my some part of my job or career, whatever you want to call this. Part of it's not the full entitled, but we certainly want to get as much hours as we possibly can get in. With that said, so this particular couple, and I will certainly share that basically, just went through, alleged, a miscarriage. Um, and this young lady, Creole Bay, Miss Mucker, if you will. And she basically lost her child. So of course if it's true, of course I have empathy for her, because myself have had miscarriages myself in the past, and it's certainly a hard thing to go through, and that's something that we can certainly do a panel on, right? We can certainly do a discussion, and based above the information, I think, in my humble opinion, her and her husband doing these sit down podcasts, and addressing Erica about love. I, especially with a difficult pregnancy that Creole Bay, aka Latanya Mucker, Mrs. Mucker, had, it made no sense for them to sit down and even discuss that, and even respond to that maybe after uh, having the baby, because that, whether they know it or not, definitely seemed like it caused some stress on the pregnancy. And I know she had to supposedly, allegedly, get got an operation to sew up to make sure that the baby didn't, what happened that took place, right? So my because I am a woman, and my empathy and sympathy, of course, goes out because I have been there. If this is true, allegedly, so I do have empathy for her in that regards, right? So I'm going to say that. However, they probably should not have dressed anybody, especially, it seems like, in my humble opinion, allegedly, that she has a sore spot for Erica, Loved by Erica. And by her having a sore spot by Loved by Erica, probably not entertaining her, watching her videos, or even thinking about her. The whole theory of out of sight, out of mind would probably make more sense than to divulge in anything of that nature. How you doing? Don't need no man telling me I do. So it makes all the sense in the world not to even, like, why feed into that if you know that your story is correct, or it's not a problem. And I know, don't get it twisted, I know it's easier said than done, because I know I've set up and said I wasn't going to respond to somebody lying on me, or basically uh, talking about me. I've said that, and then I, of course, being human, done the opposite, right? So we got to go there. But when it's other lives that, or when it's bigger than my life, and when it's bigger than somebody else, sometimes we have to be quiet, especially when children are involved. So a lot of times, we may get into spats with different, especially if you all have to co-parent and things like that. Sometimes it can be difficult. I certainly can understand how difficult that is, right? Allegedly. So I mean, it's what it is. All right, let's go on. Shoot, I just monotone voice and I'm talking in. Y'all know I get doing that podcaster voice, because I used to do blog talking. I get into that voice mode, and it just gets on my nerves. I get on my own nerves. So here we go. And they has supposedly, it is my humble opinion, or allegedly, this came to me because I didn't watch all this, but they supposed to have been taking like a bit of a break after the situation happened. It got quiet, and so now here they go. They talking about, let's talk about it. So the response.
Got to kind of tune everything out, and we was getting. Who running? Who running? Who running?
Okay, I kind of like.
The
I
following
do.
is intended.
And of course, this is all alleged. Even if they say it out their mouth, it's still alleged to me because it's my channel. Okay. But of course, this is definitely, as my other soul sisters would tell you all, this is a commentary channel. I have not worked my way into becoming a reactor. I am not worthy at this point in time to become a react to claim the um God given talent to call myself a reactor just yet. But what I will call myself is a commentary person. I do commentary for right now. And I'm not really even a commentator just yet. I've not earned that title as well. But anyway, nevertheless, so we're gonna be chopping it up in between in between them talking. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You just can't just run somebody's video. So if you really want to watch that video, you have been shown where to go to watch that video, like, subscribe, or watch the video, update watch hours. But if not, I will certainly be talking in between. So here we go. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Okay. Okay.
Only for mature.
Please like, even though you're in the bushes, I don't have a problem with that. You don't want to come out and play, that's okay. You don't have to come out and rub on these crystals in this room. However, please shine. You can shine from the bushes, okay? You still considered a crystal, okay?
For audiences, viewer discretion advised.
Oh, God, come on. I'm going to fast forward this, y'all. Don't be mad at me. It's a lot. Okay, let me say this, y'all. I think they are a good looking couple. I think she's a cute girl. I think she's a cute woman. I think he's a decent looking guy. They do look good together. They do have a better energy. It just, well, no. I'm not gonna say they have a better energy. I take that back. That's not what I mean. Okay, that's a lie that I just said. Okay, so for me, I mean, lie in my opinion. Okay, so on my opinion, allegedly, I think they look better together. I think they fit because it's something within her. I think, in my humble opinion, I think she kind of um doesn't tell the truth a bit. You know what I mean? And he doesn't tell the truth a bit. So I think they kind of they kind of come off, and this is all allegedly, like they can kind of build on a force. So I think they seem like they can kind of bring out some things in each other. I do, to what things, stay tuned. Okay, but I think they look great together. Okay, I'm gonna say that the whole matching outfits, that's pretty cool. My husband, we did probably one outfit matching outfit before, and we just took pictures, and I just bought him a shirt. He's like, look, I'm only gonna do this one time. He's not like that, but we will try to match colors. We'll do that, but matching outfit, not so much. But okay, here we go. But that's just him. He a Leo. He not into that, and he says it looks dorky, and it kind of does look dorky. But hey, sometimes we have to be dorky.
Back to the Muckers. Now, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful morning, wonderful evening, whatever time you watch this video. All right. So today we are finally back to talk to you guys. And for our audience, we want to sincerely apologize.
Thank you so much for saying that. You probably should apologize to some of them other people that you was kind of getting at, but I don't think it's just the audience. But maybe you will apologize. Maybe I'm speaking too quick. Maybe I'm too quick on the draw, right? Okay, let's go.
The emotions get the best of us. And as y'all know, we've been...
Please like, share, and watch. Let's get this 1K.
Attacked so much on here, and we are human just like everybody else. So it was just one of those things, a combination of so many things happening at once. Even things that was happening that wasn't on YouTube, like our family members getting text messages from people constantly sending things and all of that stuff. So it was just a total combination of a lot of things. Because normally we'll ignore stuff on YouTube because obviously people can come up with a lie every day, as we already talked about before. But it was bigger than that. When my mother started getting text messages, my siblings, her family getting text messages about stuff that's going on YouTube, it just came. It was just way too much all at once. So that's what you guys saw. Y'all saw us really in a very, very vulnerable moment. And again, we are human, just like everybody else that's out there. So we really would like to apologize for that.
And we're apologizing to our supporters, our true supporters that has been here with us along the journey, seeing the ups and downs. We truly want to apologize to you all because that's not like us. That's not our character. But to be in that situation that Sunday night, all the negativity surrounding it, hearing all of the things, it really put us in a very, very emotional state, guys. And I'm so sorry for that. Truly apologize. We are back here to show love. Positivity is what we're going to continue to do, and we're going to let the negatives.
Y'all kind of should have did that in the first place. Y'all should have let go of the negative. Y'all shouldn't even put out anything until at least if you was gonna put something like that out, then you should have waited till after you had the baby because you know that it just kind of comes off. And I could understand a little bit of what how you feel on certain terms. I can understand certain things. Sometimes we got to be honest with ourselves and we got to look into ourselves and just say, hey, we got some jealousy here. You know what I mean? Maybe you a little jealous because uh, a girl allegedly has your husband's baby, you know, but I mean, but it was before your time though. So, you know, with that discussion, and you kind of did some little things that you probably shouldn't have did, you know, but I mean, or maybe you didn't, maybe you should have done. I don't know, right? Because sometimes, again, I keep telling everybody uh, that sometimes people just not meant together, and sometimes people should be together, get together to make a baby and then it's over. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, right? Sometimes things like that happen. So let's be honest. However, you still kind of have to accept that that possibly may be his child allegedly, right? And so if you beefing with the mother online is not going to help because these children can go back and look at this and it's kind of no coming back from that. And I know it's hard, I get it, it's hard, especially when y'all have, you know, when she's saying things and about you or what have you. But you know, why fuel it? You know, especially if you are pregnant with his child, right? Why mess up the birth of your child just because of what she's saying allegedly about you, right? I mean, at least just from what I see, okay? It might be something deeper than that, of course, but you know, let's go.
Continue to be the negative one.
Comment, like, and share, and please sub, and let's continue.
So this allow them to be
Please and thank you.
where they want to be. It's easy when it's just on YouTube because we don't have to click on the app. It's that simple. Just post and stay off the app, literally. But for it to come and affect our real life, our home, our family, like that's something totally different. Totally different. And it's hard to just try to ignore that. It's hard to ignore that. So it was just a lot of different things going on at one time. And I'm sorry, when that happened, just snapped. Just snapped. I needed to say it. Here was things hubby needed to say as well, but you won't see that anymore, okay? I promise you won't see any of that anymore from the Muckers. You will only
A little too late though, because you lost a child in the process. If you just could have not even mentioned "Love" by Erica, maybe y'all would have been okay. Maybe just kind of doing a daily vlog of the pregnancy and talking about that, and just really relaxing and really enjoying this pregnancy. See, that's the problem in a lot of with a lot of us. We don't really take time to enjoy the moments. You know what I mean? Like I give an example. I was so exhausted after doing that marathon from earlier, right? So I came down. My husband fixed my sign. I mean, that's little. That's little stuff, but it just shows how he support me. Y'all don't understand this man, but it's just the little things of taking time out. And I just looked at the sign and I had to text him, you know, in honoring people, enjoying things, and appreciation, and just looking at the bigger picture sometimes. And maybe y'all should have just kind of looked at the bigger picture. The fact that you were pregnant, the fact that, you know, all you had to do was wait on this operation and the baby would have been straight, right? The fact that you should have just like focused on your healing, focused on love, focusing on this marriage. You say you love this man, y'all say y'all love each other. You know, focusing on that, focusing on the children that is already within the household, focusing on just building a another generation. You know what I mean? Do you understand how important that is? But I mean, again, things do happen for a reason. So maybe this will be a lesson for y'all that the next time, and I hope there is a next time. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't. I am definitely a person who pushes people to have children. I'm definitely a person who pushes people, and maybe y'all should do another alternative. Maybe adopt. Maybe adopt would also help as well because you don't have to worry about your health, right? Adoption comes with something else too, right? And so maybe y'all should consider adoption. Maybe y'all could consider um what else is that? I can't even think right now. Another person having your kid. I can't think. I'm telling you guys early. Sometimes I get thinking of um definitely having another child, and you can still connect it. Is motherhood because obviously you all want to parent a child of y'all very own together with in addition to the children that's already in existing within the home, right? So it's understandable. I understand y'all as a couple wanting to do that, but hey, you got to put yourself, your health, and your wellness first. And it's definitely many different ways to become a mother, okay? And that and also if you adopt through states it will be free, okay, just to let you know. Well, you have to pay for a lawyer, but if your lawyer, the state will pay that 12, I think, was it 15 or 1200 or something like that, for your lawyer. They will reimburse the lawyer. So I'm just letting you know that it's not hard, to do it. It just was a long, it was just kind of a time and process, and it wasn't the most enjoyable in dealing with some of those caseworkers, but nevertheless, it was worth it in the end because you do have a kid. You will get your kid. You will get that kid that you all always wanted together as a couple, as a family, and y'all will have that love to give. Like I said, you have more love to give, so you have more love to give that kid. And sometimes having existing children already out there, I'm telling you, make a difference. And you never know what that child might be. That child might be an astronaut. That child might be the next NBA player or scientist, or discover certain cures for cancer or something. I mean, who knows? So just understand that there is more than one way to skin a cat. Okay, it's, I've never liked that term. Why do they say there's more than one way to skin a cat? That is bad. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, surrogate. That's what I was trying to say, y'all. A surrogate. I'm sorry, I'm messing up the church's money. Surrogate, my bad. Okay, so we certainly want to maybe do that. But hey, just a recommendation for you guys. Y'all listen to me if y'all don't. I mean, I'm not nobody. I'm just here to YouTube. I'm a metaphysical, and I just get my metaphysics going. I definitely believe in some things now. Okay, let's go.
See positivity. And thank you for all the ones that have sent us messages, emails, wrote underneath our pictures, everything. Thank you for all the positivity, all the wonderful, wonderful DMs that was received, letting us know, don't allow the enemy to win. Don't allow them to win. Just come back, show.
Um, Enemies. Well, I guess they could be considered your enemy if they are not with. I mean, they're not going with you, but I don't know. I think sometimes people um do. I think sometimes people just make unnecessary enemies, right? I think sometimes you all have kind of created certain enemies. And I think there's some, like, just because a person reacts on you don't make them necessarily an enemy, unless they just lie, if they lying on you and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I guess I don't know if y'all are referring to Blood by Erica. The sentiment of the energy I'm kind of picking up is that you are kind of referring to her. So what I would make a suggestion, just get the dang on blood test and call it a day. All this back and forth y'all doing is just ridiculous. Just go get the damn blood test. If the child is yours, then y'all got to figure out a way to co-parent, and y'all probably really need a mediator and a counselor because, if you got so much hatred, it kind of comes across like you do. Maybe you don't hate her, but you kind of come across a little bit like you hate her, right? And I can understand her not liking you. It definitely makes sense, and I can understand you probably not liking her, right? But it sometimes it can be difficult in co-parent with people that you really don't like, right? However, you probably need to put your differences aside, and then the fact that y'all did kind of say this, but allegedly, all this what I said about hatred, allegedly, my opinion, right? um but for me, I find it to be very problematic when you get to talking about you're gonna take custody of children and stuff like that. That was kind of disrespectful on both of y'all end to even say that when you wasn't really there for her during her pregnancy, from my understanding. You kind of moved on to another relationship with this young lady right here, regardless to she was showing out, whatever the case is. But that can be a little bit hurtful. Think about it. If you in a situation and he left you to be with somebody else, or whatever the case is, allegedly. However, if I were you, I mean, come on now, y'all, you wasn't there for her, so we're not gonna sit up here and talk about you or the child for that matter. That child's almost what, 2 or 3 years old, and you are just now trying to act like you try to be a father or whatever. You get to talk about you gonna take custody. I mean, come on now, y'all were foul for that. Y'all were really foul. I gotta be honest. Allegedly, nah, y'all was foul. Y'all was foul, in my opinion. Sorry.
Show your beautiful love. Be positive.
I mean, is she a bad? But you didn't even whether or not she was a bad mother. Yeah, do you even know she's a bad mother or not? I mean, I know he did live with her for quite some time, so and it kind of come across like she's not as stable as she should be, and certainly the courts can tell her like, hey, you need to get stable. But they don't always remove children just because the parent is not as stable. Sometimes they will work with them, but they would definitely ask them to get stable at very least. But at the end of the day, y'all kind of was foul a little bit, just a little bit, okay? In my humble opinion, allegedly. All right.
And we need y'all. And that's
By
something.
the way, we're gonna not gonna look at this whole entire video. At least I don't think we are, because we're gonna listen to some Erica a little bit, okay? Okay, love by Erica. Thank you.
That
Please like and share and subscribe. I appreciate you all continue to support this here channel. This is y'all channel, not just mine. All right.
really inspires us to continue on YouTube. Because trust me, it's been numerous of times we was just been like, F this. Like, what is this? When nobody had time for none of that. We have a real life to live, literally. And it's crazy that people will go to the extent to try to harm you in any way. Go for your job, go for your household, all type of things. And it's sickening. It's very sickening. Allow it to stay on YouTube, be my guest. Like I said, we do not have to click on the app at all for anything. But we're just going to continue to be positive, continue to spread love. It was just so much, and especially it was the week of my birthday. Like, I hate to say this, but this was the worst birthday ever, literally. It was just moments I just wanted to lay in bed and cry. Like, what is really going on here? Like, this is sickening. It's sickening.
You really should have cried. You should cry. Y'all should really take some time out and just cry. Cry. It's okay. You just lost your child, so allegedly. So cry. It's okay. Feel sad. But don't stay in that moment forever.
Sick as hell, but we just have to continue to push forward. We know there's nothing that our God would not handle for us. So we just have to allow him to work his magic and just continue to have faith and be positive.
Yeah, because that's all we can control is what we do. We don't have to respond to anything that happens or anything that somebody else is doing or not doing, because we can look and see that.
Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee through the straw. When do I sleep? I had just woke up at about 2 o'clock. I do sleep, I promise you. I gotta get up anyway because I gotta start cleaning up. So I said, well, I might as well get up. I'm not doing no one, like put some hours in, clean up, and then I'll wake my son up in a little while, feed him breakfast, and then we'll start our day. I had my little break on the weekend. My husband always give me a break on the weekend with our kid. So so hey, nothing really. Nothing really. I'm just discussing them on the Muckers. How you doing, Passion? I'm just kind of discussing them and her alleged miscarriage and stuff like that. That's it.
the only way people will continually attack you and come at you is because you have a certain level that they aspire to be at. Because nobody would go out their way to attack somebody who they feel like is under them. So in some weird way, I guess it's a backhanded compliment or something. I don't know, but yeah, we're just going to continue to do what we do, which is bring positive content to you guys and ignore the haters, ignore the noise, because that's all it is, and just keep forward. And for you guys, especially the content.
Maybe you should have taken this advice, when she was pregnant with your seed. I mean, why speak of this now? I mean, come on, a little too. Listen, okay? I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna say that. Okay, go. Let me shut my butt up.
Creators that's, cause I did get on there a few times or whatever, and see some of you guys who are, making positive content, prayers for us, and all of that. We thank you guys as well. We really do, because without y'all, this app would really be trash, to be honest. So it does take people to have the courage to speak up, good, bad, or indifferent.
Okay, so let me speak my piece about that passion. I was gonna type it out, but now, for those that can't see the chat because they might be cleaning up, they might be listening to over here at the Crystal Palace. They might be listening while they're cleaning up, like I do with a lot of people's channels, right? So let me say this. It's not, I don't know if I like them or not. I think that they have some they kind of come off a little bit like they seem like they kind of don't tell the truth all the way, and they kind of fabricate things, in my opinion, allegedly. But I do have empathy and a sympathy for the fact that this young lady, Mrs. Mucker, allegedly lost her baby. They lost her baby. So of course I'm going to, because I am a mother and I have had miscarriages before, and I know what that feels like, and I know that can certainly bring down your spirit and hurt. It hurt mentally, physically, spiritually, and all those things, and it does change you, right? However, and again, like we said, people need to be very careful with pregnancy loss content. October is International Pregnancy Infant Loss Awareness Month. On October the 15th is when we honor our angel's birthday. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. We're definitely, like I said, we can do that over here. That's not a problem. I'm not trying to profit off of your. I'm not monetized just yet anyway, but I'm not trying to prophesize. I said prophesize. Oh my God, what am I talking about? I'm not trying to profit off of your child's passing, but I definitely, because I have had miscarriages, and I think we should talk about it, right? And I think we should share. So far be it for me to, not say nothing. Oh, son. Oh, I just now read your message. I just saw you comment. I'm sorry, I didn't even read your message. Yes, you can react right now. That's okay. Good morning. Just listen. You're good. So that's real, and I agree with what you're saying.
Respectfully.
I hope I answered your question.
So thank you guys for being able to be that voice, for the voice of reasoning and common sense and all of that as well. But yeah, so today is Sunday, and we did get to kind of unwind yesterday. So we did get a chance to kind of dress up, try to do the adult things and kind of enjoy life a little bit. So we did connect with some of baby's friends and hit a few spots. So I don't know how many spots that the baby put on IG, but yeah, we really got to kind of tune everything out, and we was getting tons of calls from you guys and DMs and messages and everything, and it was just too much to where we couldn't respond all that.
That's okay. You still have time to show some of your events. You don't forget. You would do it when it's necessary. Passion.
Once, But thank all of y'all for that, because a lot of y'all was worried and concerned and wanted to see our faces. So I think some of y'all even seen that. Um, Ramaya had a choir event that we had went to, me, babe, my mom, and everything. So we still was
He has a great looking family.
doing the things that we had to do for our family, our children. How did you feel yesterday, babe?
It felt good to detach, get out, hang out with friends, eat some good food, and literally detach from the noise and the very emotional spot I can say I was in personally. So it was good to get out, get some fresh air from behind these closed doors. Of course, I've still been going to work, but still, even at work with my coworkers knowing that we were expecting, and it just made me even emotional at work, to be honest. There was days at work where I had a mental breakdown, but it was good yesterday to get out and
Fashion's like in the gate. I don't like him. He has a beautiful baby that has been ignored and expected God to bless them. Well, I'm trying to tell you, Passion. I mentioned it earlier about how that they kind of perpetuated a lot of things, and maybe they should. She was awful to Erica while she was pregnant. Yeah, she was awful to herself while she was pregnant, her own self while she was pregnant, because she shouldn't even been talking about Erica until after she, at least until she after she had the baby, and then at some point in time, I mean, that is his child allegedly, right? At the end of the day, they still are gonna have to all co-parent. So at some point in time, they're gonna have to put all this down. You know what I mean? Because it's just ugly at this stage.
have some fun, some much needed fun. And I can't say it was amazing. It was well needed. Well needed.
And of course, you don't have to like this Joker. You know what I say? Shine on, shining, 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 shining. You don't have to like him.
But yes, guys, so we're not going anywhere. It was good to take a little break, detach, not have to worry about recording or trying to smile through the pain, all of that. So it was needed. It was much needed. So for anyone going through any mental health issues, step back, take a break, detach, and pray. Pray about it. Continue to have faith and just let God work His magic. But you have to detach from the noise. You have to sit back and work on self first so you can heal before you come and try to be a wonderful role model or content creator, anything, whatever you are doing in life, make sure you take care of your mental and emotional state first.
Right. So you probably should have done that before. You have to admit something to yourself. Can I be honest with you, Mrs. Mucker? You know, you got to be honest with yourself. You kind of a little jealous though. Like, in my humble opinion, I think you're just a little jealous. You might not be jealous of her entirely, but it just seemed like you were jealous that she has allegedly has your husband's child, and you have to keep remembering that that child allegedly was here before you were, right? So I get it. You probably have a little jealousy. I think you should admit that to your husband. You have to admit that on video, but you need to admit that to your husband, and y'all need to work through that, because that's going to build a stronger character. And then you kind of need to allow him to get to a point where you can trust him to talk with her or whatever. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. Do you not trust him, or do you not trust her, or do you not trust both of them? So if that is the case, then you have to question, ask yourself, like, why'd you marry him if you don't trust him? So I get it. So maybe y'all need to all get to the point, because he seemed like he got a lot of venom toward Erica. I mean, toward Erica too. That's just my opinion. So maybe y'all need a mediator, and y'all just need to go and do the blood, hair test, urine test, or blood test, whatever the case is. DNA. Okay, do the DNA test and just kind of figure out. Because I never had a DNA test with trying to find out if my child was somebody else. I don't know about that. But maybe at some point y'all need to just go ahead and do that, and then just get a once that takes place and you find out that it's your kid, then what you want to do is just go through the court parenting act and the the app, and y'all just don't have to talk and just do what y'all need to do to ensure that this child's okay. But you gotta let go of that hate though. You gotta let go. You gotta heal from that hate, because if you don't, you're not gonna be able to even be around there, because that is essentially is your stepchild. If that is his child, that will be your stepchild. And Erica, you're gonna have to allow them to do that. Unfortunately, Erica, she's gonna have to be around your kid. Okay, so y'all gonna have to work through that. Maybe y'all need counseling. I think Erica's right to keep her baby away from her. It's weird to keep getting with Erica and Erica's baby daddies. In the other way around, he shouldn't trust her either. Well, they got to at some point though. I mean, if they're gonna co-parent, you know what I mean. If she keeps talking about this your child, or whatever, I mean, at some point in time, I mean, they're gonna have to have a relationship. All three of them are gonna have to have something where they have to deal with each other on a certain level, right? So if that's his child, at some point in time, he's not gonna, because I wouldn't allow my man just to go around her and her child and not come home. No, 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 we'll do that. You know what I mean? So at some point in time, they're gonna have to figure it out. And she Creole Bay or Miss Mucker, it will be around that child. So I mean, just it's literally that simple. And maybe through counseling, maybe they can do hour play dates. Maybe they could do like hour visits, you know what I mean? And then we do not do overnights yet until they feel comfortable. Maybe a whole year of doing Friday night play dates, where they keep the child for an hour or they go into the public place. I mean, it's ways around that. That way he could establish his parental rights and just kind of do that and then work their way. That's what I would suggest as a judge. But at some point in time, if I was a judge, I would make them all go through counseling, sit down with a counselor, all three of them. So they're like literally that simple.
That is a must coming from experience. It's
Especially if she doesn't have any, if neither one of them have any CPS issues, or where they have, stuff like that. If they don't have that issue, then they should be allowed to be around that child. But it can certainly be done through baby steps, right?
it is a must to work on self. So we're not going anywhere. We're back. We're going to continue with the love. I know we were dropping bangers after bangers, before the incident, but
I don't think it was bangers and bangers. I think y'all was being really petty and weird. And the fact that you do have, I mean, I'm not saying Erica was right either on that matter, right? But what I am saying, I mean, she angry though. You're not stepping up to be a father. So I mean, she have every right to be angry, right? Because she basically raising her child herself by you, or allegedly by you, right? So in my humble opinion, allegedly. But you, at the end of the day, y'all have a right to feel how y'all feel, but maybe it was the right time. The timing, it's all about timing. I think you should have kind of chilled out on that because you was pregnant, you say. And you should have been focused more on your health and not like jealousy. I'm just gonna be honest with you now. You can't be mad at me. You just kind of come off like you're a little jealous, right? I'm just telling you the truth. So you and your husband need to work through that before you get pregnant again. Because I really do know that y'all are going to be able to raise a child together. I know that for a fact. That is not no allegedly. I'm telling y'all, as the energy I'm picking up, y'all are going to be able to have a child together. But before you bring that child into the world, y'all need to sit down and address the fact that you are jealous. You need to adjust. You need to work through y'all. Address your jealousy. That's what you and your husband need to do. And your husband needs to address some things that he feel towards you. He got to address that. Okay, that's what y'all need to work on. All right, we're not gonna be in here for long. I'm getting ready to log off for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a few more seconds now. Make it plain now. Like Malcolm said, make it plain. Okay, like Mr. Malcolm said, Malcolm Ace. He said, make it plain, child.
I can't promise you back to back bangles like we was doing, but I promise you're gonna get some more content out of us, and we're not gonna stop. We're not gonna allow anyone to.
Okay, so when you put more content out, because y'all not talking about love by Erica anymore. We're like over it. We don't want you talking about her no more. I think y'all should work on that behind closed doors. Y'all need to address that behind closed door. Why don't y'all talk about something else? Okay. And talk about something else that's not gonna be real petty, okay? Why don't you work on that? Y'all need to work on that behind closed doors before you even think about bringing that child, bring another beautiful baby into the world, because it's coming. But y'all can't do it until that happens, okay? Because uh you want your pregnancy or whatever means that you go through in producing a kid. Y'all want to have that pure, beautiful energy, and y'all want to be able to focus on y'all as a couple. Okay, that's what I need y'all to do. All right, I'm gone. We out of here. I'm not. We're not out of here on the terms of YouTube. I'm not done with doing my commentary, but we off of them. Okay. All right, I'm not giving them that much time. I'm sorry, y'all. We can ready to go to "Love" by Erica. Of course, she is in the title. If you all see, um, yeah, I know. I know it looks just like them, but hey, sometimes even if a child look like somebody, don't mean it's theirs. But I don't know. Again, I'm gonna say allegedly until the DNA is done. Once the DNA is done, and it's 99 point whatever, you know what I mean, in the 90 range, then hey, we're gonna confirm that, baby. That's out the park. You hear me? You hear me, passion? I mean, that's what we can do. I can only say allegedly, right? Because I mean, a child can look like somebody. I've been around a partner. She had her child look just like this guy. I mean, split image. You hear me? But it turns out this other guy, that was not his child. It was another guy's. I promise you, looked just like him, but wasn't his. So that's why I said that. I'm not saying Erica's lying. I don't believe she's lying. My opinion, I believe it is his, right? However, I'm gonna say alleged for the purpose of this channel, because if it's not, then I'm gonna look like Boo Boo the Fool, right? So that's all. Okay, so let's listen to what she got to say, and I hope she. What is this? How do I feel about fake pillow? Who is fake pillow? I don't know who that is. Okay, so what am I gonna address right here? Okay, let's listen to this one. This is the one I want to listen to.
So I won't waste my.
Definitely keep in mind, y'all, that I have not looked at this beforehand. Only thing I did look at beforehand is the one that I posted in here when she was kind of going in after she had her miscarriage, her unfortunate alleged miscarriage. However, I didn't look at that video we just got done watching, and I have not looked at this one. So we're watching it all together for the very first time.
My time
Unless you've seen it.
on figuring out who's gonna be there for my children, who's not there for my children, and I'm even mad at myself for even doing that community post that I did the other day, because I'm like, Erica, you doing it again? Like, accept reality. It's sad that I have to bury people that's alive. If the only thing that you have to bring to the table is money, you already done failed. There's some people out here that they're only known for just being a good hustler, just known for just being able to go and get their bag. But when it comes to knowing how to respect people, knowing how to treat people, knowing how to own up to your responsibility, taking accountability, knowing how to actually treat somebody, how to actually love somebody, they don't know how to do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not looking at her video. I'm not looking at that.
I'm really sad about this because I just realized that Baby Fortune is not going to have a middle name. Yeah, I just realized, y'all, she's not going to have a middle name. And I've been trying to think of a good middle name to go with the name Fortune, but I don't know. My uncle tried to be funny and said Fortune Cookie, and I'm like, no. So this is how it got started, y'all.
Okay. Passion, what you say? I have a grandson, and when the DNA came back, it wasn't his. It wasn't ours. Mucker has a unique look. Right. I understand. You lie. Money is a good start. I tell her fashion. I don't know what fashion talking about. Money is definitely a good start. If a man is paying I'm just saying, for example, if a man's paying for start out paying for child support, and then he work his way into having a relationship. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. If that's what he want to do, or if he even work it, or if he even see the child first, and then eventually work his way into paying for child support, that's still a good thing. I mean, good Lord. I mean, you gotta meet people where they are sometimes. I mean, if they're trying, let a person try, for God's sakes, girl. What are you talking about? But whatever.
So last weekend, was that last weekend? Last weekend, I went
She's a little messy too. She can't talk about them. She's no better. I'm just saying. I mean, she shouldn't have to be a single mother. It seems like she's choosing to be a single mother because she's having babies by these YouTuber men. I don't know what the fascination is about that. She went from one YouTuber man to another YouTuber man. I don't know. And then questioning why. I don't know. This is just all a triad or not a triad. You know what I mean? That's why I was trying to say triad, but I just put it in triangle form. But whatever.
to a pool party, a family pool party in the country, and everybody was like, "What are you gonna name her? What are you gonna name her?" And I said, "Well, right now, her name is Fortune." And the older women in my family, like they was
And a lot of times, why are people doubling back? If it didn't work out the first time with the first child, and y'all not on the same page, or y'all always having beef and all this dysfunction, why go back and double back? You know what I'm saying? Why you double dip and okay, whatever.
was not really happy with that name at all because they said that I needed to name her something that has meaning. But Fortune
That's true though. Why wouldn't you name a child that has meaning at this stage of the game? In 2023, you should give your kid a name that means something, right?
has meaning. So I'm like, okay, like fortune means good luck. It means wealth. Like everybody wants to be fortunate in their life. I haven't had the best of luck. So I'm brushing all the luck off on her. Like, I was so confused. But what really confused me more so, y'all, is the fact
Woo! Wow! Woo! You're fortunate to have me, girl. I'm so glad when I found you. Just is true. Rest the day that I found you. Wow.
that they told me to name her after my grandparents, my grandmothers. They said they like the name Berta, Alberta. Yo, they even said they like the name anyway. And I'm just like, so I was like, I'm not trying to be mean to them, but I don't want to give my child like no old timing name. And no offense, if your name is Anime or Berta or Bertha or
Anime on the bush. Anime on the bush. Mm-hmm. Anime eat the cake.
Alberta or Shirley or whatever.
Not that I'm making fun of women who have been in dysfunctional and abusive relationships. That is my claim to fame. Please understand this is not me making fun of Tina Turner being with Ike Turner. But that's another story. That's two sides to a story. How you doing, Mysterious?
Those were some popping names back in the day. Okay. Nowadays, you can get away with naming your child stuff like Fortune, China, Blue, December. Like, you can get away with those names. So when people be like, oh, she's going to get picked on, I'm like, we not living in the 60s and the 70s anymore. Like, kids are not really too concerned with people's names. Like, they are looking at how a kid dresses, whether he's smart or not. Like, that's what they look at nowadays, okay? My older relatives, the women, like the men don't really care. But the older women in my family, they done tripped out, y'all. So I'm definitely not going to change her name because they don't like it. But I don't want them to like it. Like, they don't have to like it. But I have not found a middle name that goes with.
Okay, I'm gonna speed up her wanting to name her child's name. I thought this was. I think this is a bit clickbaitish. I think it's kind of a lie, Erica. But allegedly the click. This. What? Okay.
even when it comes down to my kids, because wanting what's best for my kids is what's wanting best for me. Struggle, nothing. Born with a silver spoon, even if they wasn't born with a silver spoon, they didn't have to want for nothing. Grew up in a 2-parent household. Grew up both parents, siblings all got the same mom and daddy, good school, whatever, and they grew up to be terrible people. I mean, terrible people. And you want to know what I realized is that
Okay, I think a lot of times, listen, Erica, I'm gonna keep it real with you. This is all alleged, but this is my opinion, right? I think sometimes people just always want to justify having multiple baby fathers. I mean, it's like that sometimes. Sometimes that happens, but don't try to say that because a person has a two-parent household that they have a mom and father that they came out bad, still nevertheless horrible person. So you think that, listen, I know people do get criticism or criticized, sorry, because they are coming from a single parent, right? But we're not gonna try to knock people whether they come from a single parent household or whether they come from a two parent household. At the end of the day, it just depends on what the child. There are chances. It depends on what the child wants to do with their life, no matter who their parents are. Okay, again, a child could turn out to be an astronaut on down to a rapper, or on down to somebody that rob you on the streets, a robber, right? Or one of those MER, M beginning with an M and ER at the end, right? They can certainly come out to be one of that, or God knows what else. Okay, so just get on with it. We don't want to hear all this now. Don't try to justify it. Just say that I'm a single mother, and you chose to be a single mother because that's what you wanted to do. I know for a fact you want to get married. You do want a relationship. You do want to get married. You do want to have a husband. Now we're not gonna play this game. Okay, I think you're just trying to make yourself, save face. Now come on, my opinion, and allegedly. Come on, girl, just get on with it.
in both of those situations, whether you grew up in trauma or you grew up with a perfect life, you got to teach your kids to always do the right thing and always teach
Exactly. That's what it goes down to it. I don't want to hear all that other stuff.
them to always have good characters about themselves. And I think that's what these households be lacking. So I won't waste my time on figuring out who's gonna be there for my children, who's not there for my children. And I'm even mad at myself for even doing that community post that I did the other day, because I'm like, Erica, you doing it again. Like, accept reality. Sometimes we don't want to accept reality. And I told myself, I just gotta
What post did she make? This one I want her trying to find. Hold on. I'm gonna let her run her mouth. I mean, I'm sorry, talk. Hold on.
accept reality, start having some funerals inside my head for people, and just pretend like they don't exist, even when it comes down to my kids, because wanting what's best for my kids is what's wanting best for me. So if you saying you want what's best for my children, but you want to see their mama struggle, how am I going to be the best version of myself for my kids? If you're not doing
Listen, Erica, hold on now. It's up to you. Do you want to be the best version of yourself or not? I mean, that's something that you have to decide. Can't no man or nobody else decide on whether or not you want to be your best. You do it. Nobody want to hear all that now. She's irritating me. That she's just as annoying as the Muckers are. I'm sorry, y'all. I know some of y'all like Miss Erica, loved by Erica, but she's just as annoying as they are. Okay, girl, get it together.
your part, you making excuses, you manipulating all of that. Like, this is just a bunch of YouTube stuff.
All of y'all have manipulated. You've manipulated. They've manipulated. It is what it is. Let's move on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so at that point, I made a decision in my head to just have some funerals for some people. It's sad that I have to bury people that's alive and just pretend like they don't exist. I don't ever want nobody playing with me again, and I damn sure don't want nobody playing with my kids. So, with that being said, I won't be out here trying to paint this perfect picture, just up and marrying somebody just to say I got a husband in the house to help me raise my.
Oh my God! See, now you're taking shots. See, this is why they. This is why they. This is why they clown you. Now she up and married somebody to create an image. I mean, she probably very well did, but that's not your place to say, girl. You want a husband. You would have got married if he would have asked you to marry him, but he didn't. He didn't see you like that. Let's be honest. None of these men, well, hardly any of these men, or maybe you was married before. I don't know your whole past, but I know right now, here currently, this man that you had a double back for, he obviously do not want to wife you up. Okay, let's be honest. The mucker dude, he didn't want to wipe you up apparently, either, because he would, if he wanted to, he would have, right? And I know for a fact that either one of them asked you to marry them, you would jump at the chance. Let's keep it real. We're not gonna play this game. Let's go.
My kids. I won't be begging their fathers to send money and spend time with them. I'm not doing that. But what I will do is make sure as a mother that I'm teaching them to always do the.
She's very dramatic. Oh my God, she doesn't need to say that a thing, because God will deal with it. Exactly. Like, just handle your business. We don't care, girl.
the right thing. If you see somebody in need, God put it on your heart to help them, you help them. And don't.
Oh my God, these folk, boy, they be thumping at that Bible, don't they? They just be thumping at that Bible. Boy, come on now, come on now. Jesus wept. Okay, that's how I feel. What you just saying? Okay, that's when I was going to the church when I was little, and I really didn't feel like all that. My mother just told me to say Jesus wept, and I'm like, yeah, Jesus wept. I mean, get out my face. I mean, what you want? And that's what I'm gonna say right now, because I feel like, get out of my face, get off this screen talking this crazy stuff, girl. And
expect anything in return, because that's how you're gonna get your blessing. What I've noticed, my nose stuff, sorry, but what I've noticed is some people can have all the help.
next year you're gonna be pregnant again. Let's be honest. And then you're gonna be on her talking that same old junk. Dang, if it's all like that, then why you keep having children? Why you keep getting pregnant and doubling back? And why you keep going through all this stuff? You causing all this stuff. You another one that causes things instead of just handling your business. I mean, come on, just do it. Good Lord, to it talking about, be about it.
Help around them, but nobody wants to help them because they want to actually see them stay where they are. I know that ain't my cousin. Hey. Yeah, that's what we do in the country. We get them like that. Hey. But yeah, so.
I don't think it's ghetto. I think it's just country. Y'all from the South, and y'all just talk Southern. Y'all just Southern, and that's just what it is. That's not really ghetto. This it's country and ghetto are two different things. It's just kind of different. I don't think what you just did was ghetto. That's not ghetto. It's country. Just say country, girl. Just say country.
So yeah,
But
no.
you know what? I take that back. Far be it from me. If you want to claim ghetto, go right ahead. Thank you. What was I gonna say? All allegedly. That's what I was gonna say.
I also want to teach all my kids that if the only thing that you have to bring to the table is money, you already done failed.
Oh my God! If that's girl, this is the word, girl. You got to be realistic. This is 2023, girl. Do you know how bad this economy is? And if somebody wants to bring to the table money, girl, spending this money, shining, 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 all of this money, you lying, because if you take some money, somebody give it to you. Quit playing. Close your mouth.
Yes, money is a big part of it. It's how we survive. It's how we stay alive.
Exactly. So what are you talking about? You talking crazy. Go blow your nose. I know you. I know you said your nose stopped up because probably because of pregnancy. That's kind of normal. But just go blow your nose, girl.
We gotta use it, food, clothes, pay bills, or whatever, get to the next level. Yeah, but if that's the only good quality that you have about yourself is just money, that's not good, because you're gonna start feeling like you can start controlling people with money.
let me ask you a question. Don't take this the wrong way. So, did you talk to either one of these brothers because they had shiny personalities, or was you kind of about money a little bit? Just tell the truth. We ain't gonna tell them, okay? It's between you and me. It's between us in this chat and you. We're not gonna tell anybody. We just gonna keep it amongst ourselves. But I'm just curious. What did you go? Did you talk to them because they had shining personalities? Because they had this pill where you're attracted to them, or was you kind of about a little bit of that money though? I'm just curious. I'm just saying, you know, just want to know for a friend. Just asking. Just what? Not even a friend. We kind of want to know in this chat. We want to the crystals would like to know. Okay.
And then what happens when you lose control? Like, but if you ain't got no good character, no morals, no standards, no dignity, no.
So, do you have morals and standards? Do you think? I mean, why your baby father in a relationship and you? Okay, come on, girl. Well, maybe morals are differently. I don't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't listen to me, y'all. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
Like all the things that will make people remember who you are. Like, why would you? And I'm gonna tell my kids is don't ever just be remembered for having money, because money is gonna be here when you die.
But I wouldn't tell them that because you trying to create a broke them energy, right? I would tell them that get money, but just be a good person while getting money. Get money the right way and be happy with it. Because the issue is, I think I understand what you're trying to say. Money don't make you. I get that. But the way you saying it is kind of weird, right? Maybe you say that, you can have, it's nothing wrong with having money. Having money is great, it's fabulous, but just still have a good character, right? Okay, just say that. You jumping all around the baby and the snake, and you jumping all around, and just say it plain. I think a lot of times like we don't say things plain, and just say it plain, girl. Just say it plain, please.
But how you treat somebody, taking care of your responsibilities, being there for people, that's what people gonna remember when you die. That's why so many legends, um, they've passed away, but their legacy still lives on because it was more than just money. You know what I'm saying? Like money comes and go. You can have a lot today and none tomorrow. None today, a lot tomorrow. So yeah, guys. So
Well, here's the thing. The Egyptians did it best, right? The Egyptians was not playing. They tried to take that money with them. They was not playing. And what I'm saying is, dynasties are kind of built off money. They can still be have a good heart or whatever, but tell them again, passion. Everybody in the bushes hit the like, right? Um, but at the end of the day, right? We, you know, wealth is important. Breaking off generational curses is also important. Being happy, being a decent person. I mean, not being perfect all the time, right? Because I know I'm not, right? But definitely being able to leave a legacy behind financially is great, right? If something happened to you, you don't want to just leave character with your children, right? And I'm not gonna wood because I don't want nothing to happen to you, Erica, for the record. But I'm just saying something. If in fact something happened, you definitely want to leave good character behind and teach your children good character, which is what you said you want to do, right? But you also want to leave some kind of wealth behind so somebody will want to take care of them so they won't just go to anything, right? You want them to have a little something, and that will maybe an incentive for somebody to take all of them, right? Because you do have a basketball team as well. Majority of the people that we cover on this channel have basketball teams, right? Uh, but you definitely want to leave some behind, right? Financially, not just good character, not just a good person being, and that's okay. That's great, that's wonderful. But you also want to leave money by a way for them to be able to, make certain decisions or to be able to make and be able to take care of themselves, right? But money will certainly help because if you left money behind, legacy, if someone passed away, one of your parents, and they left some money behind, then you could invest it into your future, right? So just be honest, okay?
I just wanted to say that like there's some people out here that they're only known for just being a good hustler, just known for just being able to go and get that bag. But when it comes to knowing how to respect people, knowing how to treat people, knowing how to own up to your responsibility, taking accountability.
Okay, so basically, it sounds like you're talking to your baby, talking to your children's fathers, right? I mean, just say it plain. Just say, hey, it's not just about you throwing money at it, and you need to spend some time with your children because it's not always about the money. Why don't you just make it plain? Why don't you just say that? Because you came to the internet with all this mess. You could have called him on the phone and told him that. Oh my goodness, I get people trying to make money off of their pain or making money off of however they feel. I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, I do come to the internet. I'm trying to make money off of, you know, your situation. You know, I mean, just being honest with you, that's what we're doing, right? However, you know, I wouldn't have to do this video if you just would have called him on the phone. We would have never known about this, right? So maybe just have a conversation with him like, hey, you know, I don't want you just throwing money at me, you know, with the child. I mean, money does help, but you know, watch what you ask for because he might just stop throwing money at you and don't give you anything at all. So sometimes you have to let people give you what they want to, right? Because right now maybe he doesn't want to have a maybe he wants to have a certain type of relationship with the kid, right? And once maybe the kid turns a certain age, maybe things will be a little bit differently. But you got to give somebody space to do something. I mean, good lord, you sitting up ain't gonna beg nobody to do that. But this video does look like a beg fest, right? I mean, it's just my humble opinion, allegedly. It does come off like you begging for them to spend time and do this. Is it time with the baby? Or is it time with you? I just kind of want to ask that. You know, it might not be that. It might be, you know, kind of what you alluding to, right? But I don't know. You could have picked the phone, or if you was gonna do this video, good morning, Ebony. Just kind of made it plain because you're not really making it plain, and it's kind of annoying because you're going round and round, 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 round. Okay, just say it plain. Girl, I like people talk plain. Talk plain to me, baby. Talk plain. Talk plain.
Knowing how to actually treat somebody, how to actually love somebody, they don't know how to do that.
So you really emotional. Okay, so this is what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you talking to that cry dude, right? It sounds like you really are in love with him, right? And it sounds like he just knows how to throw money at you as opposed to either spending time with you or the child that you already have by him. And then I don't understand if you felt like that, then you know he been like this. He ain't just come start acting like this, right? So why would you get pregnant by him again, right? And that's kind of what you just said. You were saying it in so many words. I mean, girl, just speak plain. In other words, you're trying to say that you don't know why you get pregnant again by him after the way he showed you who he was from the get go, right? He gave you his ass kiss and say, "Hey, bitch, kiss my." Oh, I'm sorry, apologize. I didn't mean to say that allegedly, right? I apologize for saying it, but I mean, just kind of, I didn't call her that. I'm just saying that's kind of how she's acting. Like he kind of said that in so many words. Basically, he said kiss my butt or whatever, and he gave you his butt to kiss and pretty much, and it is what it is. I mean, but you already knew that in getting with him, so I mean, I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, girl, you just got to make it plain. It is what it is. Okay, so if he basically felt like that or whatever, you know, it, girl, I mean, you kind of intrigued bad, and then you in a situation where you having all these children, and then you double back, and then, you know, being in a relate then it's I'm not saying that you're not gonna be able to find nobody to be in a relationship with. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is just gonna be a little bit tough. um you know, I don't know, I would just ask you to focus on your children. I would make your content because it seems like, let's see, you got 62.8 k follow subscribers, right? That's pretty good. And then just by, you know, you done made, it was 7.9 views, and then you make a lot of videos. I'm sure you're getting, and this is just the beginning. So I'm sure by tomorrow, this probably video will probably be up way higher. My point is, you have a potential to earn a lot of money. So by you having the potential to earn a lot of money, I think you have to kind of focus on certain things because I wouldn't be coming to the internet doing all this. I mean, I guess it, you know, trauma bonding and stuff like that, you know, and yes, I guess it's somewhere to make money. I mean, I'm trying to make money off of what you talking about too, so I don't know. Let me shut up. I'm gonna just let you talk, girl. You are a pretty girl, though. I mean, both of you women. I gotta tell you, y'all both are pretty women. Okay, get off my back.
And I told myself, I don't want to be around anybody that just know how to hustle, that just know how to get money. I want
That's kind of silly. I would want to be around somebody like that, but I would utilize them for that purpose. It's nothing wrong with being with around somebody that does know how to hustle, because you can utilize that. But you have to start putting people in categories. I think you tripping. You trying to get everything out of this person. You trying to get love. You trying to get love in the wrong place. This person is not gonna love you. That's basically what you want. And this person just wants to hustle with you. Okay. That's probably why the content is about. And that's probably why he knocked you up. Just my opinion. Allegedly, yeah, it could be something else. But I think he just kind of like, doing it to you. And I think he definitely probably utilizes to have your pregnancy to talk about it. And maybe you getting something out of it too. We're not gonna play this game, right? But at the end of the day, he don't want you like that. So stop even talking about that. I know you kind of come off, and the energy I'm picking up allegedly is that you really want more than just this out of him, but he's not gonna give it to you. So it is what it is, girl. But why would you get a second baby though? Okay. And don't act like you're not talking about nobody else, because you about ready to cry, okay?
You to teach me all the way around. Teach my kids all the way around. So that's the end of this video. I need to go blow my nose, y'all.
Yeah, I think your nose is stopped up, but I also think you about ready to go to tears. I'm looking around your eyes. It ain't just no pregnancy around your eyes. Excuse me, but in my opinion, I think that you really want to cry, and I think you're having another moment, and you're starting to see that this isn't what it is supposed to be. You actually thought for some reason that this was going to come out of a relationship, because he took you out on your birthday, and it just seemed like some purposeful, allegedly pregnancy situation, right? I don't know, girl. I mean, I gotta go. I mean, you can talk. I mean, just I'm over it, right? Um, so so that's my first time really reviewing that whole triad, which I want to call. I really cannot call it a triangle, but this triad situation, and I don't know. I guess it is what it is, and I'm over it in this sense. I'm still gonna cover them on occasion when something's popping off, but this is not some folk I would really like to cover. Again, thank you so much. Please like and share the video. Again, we are en route. Okay, so what I would basically ask everybody to do is to go ahead and empty out, please, if you did use my china for the fruit and vegetables, I'll ask you to take that back through the kitchen. It's right there through that door, please. And if you had, borrowed the house shoes from last night, you can still have them. Hopefully you brought them back with you. Okay, please put your shoes back on. We're ready to go back into the living room toward the door. Your shoes were promptly put up by the crystal butler, and so he's already laying the shoes out, so you basically can go ahead and put this on. So go ahead and get ready to go. Thank you so much. I do appreciate everybody coming in here to enjoy this commentary that we so lovingly like to share, and of course, y'all know that I am the nicest person that I know, right? so, just jokes. I'm not the nicest person, y'all know. But needless to say, thank you so much for coming in, and we can ready to get up out of here. I got to start breakfast for my kid, and hopefully everybody is going to have a good start of their day. And please make sure y'all relax, and hopefully y'all come back later on, and there is an alternative, right? So I don't want the alternative. I'm not ready to go to the lagoon. That's a whole nother conversation, right? Go to that realm. I'm pretty happy in this realm thus far, right? And I am appreciative about the breath that I've been given by my ancestors and the Creator to continue on. So if you would go ahead and rock out to this. Wrong music.
TunePocket.com.